Buenas, buenas. Welcome to Music Marketing TV. I'm Kevin Ochoa, and today we'll be looking at Beyron Audio Altron. Ultron is a contact instrument, and it's also compatible with Complete Control and Machine. It's also available to be used inside the Contact player, which is what I'm using here, the Contact 6 player. So if you guys don't own Contact, don't be afraid. You guys will be able to run this in all your systems. Now, this is a third video in the series of Ultron videos where I basically show you different compositions in different genres. So in the first video, I showed you some EDM. In the second video, we did an orchestral / action cue. And then here we did, I'm going to show you some hip hop. And then next video is going to be on a cinematic and chill, composition. Now, here I have a few instruments that sound similar to the orchestral one. That's because as I was building this hip hop demo, I was also starting to get an idea for the orchestral demo. So if you guys hear some sounds that are similar, like the sound effects, that's because I have done a little bit of sound design, but I have used them on both tracks. Let's take a listen to this. So there we go. We made a trap demo for Ultron. Now, let's start off with a drum kit like we did in the other videos. So let's go ahead and press P to create a loop. And let's play this back in solo. Now, if we go to the multis, we can see that there's many different arrange of drums here. And there's quite a few hip hop and hybrid drums here. I'm going to hop over here to the modern hip hop 1. And let's load this. Let's replace the whole section. And that's more like a, what do you say, traditional trap kit. Let's try the next one. The kick on that one's so punchy and has so much bottom in it. It's really, really good. Let's try the hybrid one. For this one, I would swap out the snare because this is more like an EDM snare, kind of like those Skrillex snares from those tracks from 2015, where they have like a hit and then there's a delay and the second hit. So I wouldn't use that particularly for hip hop, but I would take away that snare from the sequence and replace it with a trap snare. Let's try Hybrid 3, see what that is. Just replace the snare with the snaps. This could also work well. Let's go back to hip hop 3 though. Yes, replace the elements. Let's go to the next instrument, which is the bass part right here. Now check this out. if you go to the Ultron effects, what I've done here is I've used the more bass preset. Then I can introduce some of the wetness here. We even start to get distortion in our ears, so we gotta be a little bit careful with that one. But if we keep the wetness around 30 or 20-ish%, we can get some pretty nice harmonics there, or backing of the fundamental. So we're actually boosting the fundamental frequency. See that? Let's check in the context of a mix. I would even drag it down to like 24. I think that's pretty good. And now because we boost that fundamental, we can almost back away from the attack a little bit more. Cool. And now we added a little bit of sound design to our bass. Yeah, if we push the attack further up high, we can make some space for the punch of the kick over here. Sometimes it can be too much, so in this case what I did was I had it somewhere around here. So when the kick is not hitting the same time as the 808. The 808 still has a little bit of punchiness, you know, so the listener can feel a little bit of a rhythm, you know, and not just, you know, feel like the sub just like taking over their whole bodies, you know. You gotta smack them a little bit, you know. So let's close this down. Let's go over to the next preset here. It was the sound effects. So you go listen to the cinematic cue that I made, or action cue. I use this effect as well. So make sure you guys check out that video. Let's check out the audio here. I think I might have pitched it higher than the other one. I'm not too sure. Let's go to the right one right here. So check this out. This is basically doing triplets. If I were to set this to 16, it would give a completely different feel. Let's drop it back to 12. And the thing is, you can barely listen to it. If you were to remove it, you know, it's not something you are paying attention to, because you hear the kicks, the snares, the hi-hats. So this is like in the background. But if you remove it, you take out a lot of ambience. Let's put it back in. Now, because I'm not using everything in the sequence, I can remove some of the instruments here and save some CPU. By the way, this was, of course, a layer, so I can get rid of it. There you go. And now we just have the effects that I wanted to keep in the track, and I'm saving some CPU. Next up, we have the bell pluck. Now for this one, I did a little bit of sound design. So from what I already remember, was I pulled back some of the attack, and I also added a little bit of lo-fi effects. Let's load up the original preset here. EL Beltplex. Here you go. Drag it in there. So that sounds fine by itself. It would be good on the track, but I wanted to add a little bit of something extra on the high end because the whole track was very dark as it was. Hear that? It doesn't have the vibe anymore. It doesn't have that texture I had before. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to the mixer. Actually, no, go to the effects. And I'm gonna add a lo-fi effect, to get that effect real quick. And notice, this is really high pitched. So what I did was, I think that somewhere around the works. Now what we can do is go to the attack of this and remove it to have it be a little bit more laid back. Not too much. Just enough. Cool. Let's go ahead and play that back. See how when I take the lo-fi effect off, the whole sound loses its vibe, so make sure you try that out. I can't remember now if I did use some Ultron effects. I think I did. I might have added the huge EDM reverb. Let's see. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. Let's actually reload the project and see if that's the case. Shouldn't take too long. There you go. See, Beyron Audio is also, Ultron is also very quick to load. So another reason to have it super quick. It's probably like the quickest contact library I have. Okay, so here we have the pluck again. Yeah, no reverb. Yeah, that was too much. Okay. Let's go back to the track and let's check out a different instrument. Let's see this. We have, some pianos. And now check this out. This is playing a like that, but if I wanted to add the smart sequencer, can add some notes here. That sounds a bit ridiculous. Hold on. Let me get the notes from the sequence here. So it's 0, right? Then we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 5. So let's do 8, 7, 5. Let's see how that turns out. 8. Okay, let's mute the bells up here for a second. Let's close this guy. Now check this out. We have to tell the Ultron what root note we're playing, right? So it's, I believe this is D, so let's do D. Let's check this out. There we go. That's how we make a trap beat with Ultron. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give a like if you did learn something new today. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that 4th video in the Ultron series. And in that video, I'm going to be doing a bit more of a cinematic-esque or a chill track. So we did EDM, cinematic/action, trap/hip-hop, and finally we're going to end with something a little bit more chill and cinematic. Once again, I'm Kevin Ochoa with Music Marketing TV, and I hope to see you guys in a video soon. Peace.